What's up, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty, and you're watching a segment of Bitch Are You Serious? It's been a while since I did one of them, and let's just get it in because it's been a couple of what the fuck moments that's happened in my life that I wanted to share. So let's just talk about it right quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. As I stated on a video that I just did, which is my big brother week one eviction video that I just did about a minute ago. As y'all can see, I've been switching hats on every video. Like, I've been doing videos, 2 videos a day, and it don't even seem like it because all I do is switch my hat but keep my shades on. That's pretty much it. But if y'all didn't see that video, like I just said in that one, my mama is okay. She's in the other room laying down. She's asleep. She just bandaged up from here all the way up here, but she's good. She had surgery today and they let her go home like a few hours ago, and she's here and she's asleep and she's back to her old self already. So let's just get into this video or whatever. I battled with doing this video, but you know what I'm saying? I felt like I needed to come to y'all for some advice on the situation. And it's dealing with one of my younger cousins. I'm 27 and this cousin is like 22. And let's just get in. I'm going to give you the backstory and then I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of the situation because I don't want to keep y'all. Basically, long story short, me and my younger cousin have this big brother little brother relationship. You know, he's a gay man just like I am, and you know, I basically have taken him under my wing for the last few years. And it's like whatever he asks me, I give it to him. Whatever he wants me to do, I do it. Whatever he needs me to do, I do it. Whatever I can do to help him or be there for him, I'm doing it. Whatever I can do to include him in anything, I do it. I basically treat him like I treat my youngest brother that lives with me. Like, whatever you want, you got it. Whatever you need, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Long as I got it to give, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have extended myself to the fullest for this boy. You know, I fed him when he was hungry. You know, I do a lot for him whenever he was in need of money. I give it to him, and I'm not doing this to get myself a pat on the back. I don't need a pat on the back because that's family, and whatever I do for my family is what I do for my family. I don't need pats on the back for none of that. You know what I mean? None of it. So long story short, a week before I left to go to Chicago, I had been noticing that my little cousin had been liking a lot of my ex's posts. And if you go back to one of my videos about a situationship, that was the ex stuff that he was liking. And so I didn't think nothing of it, but I was wondering why so sudden, because I'd never even heard of them even being, you know, even knowing each other, even being in the same circles with each other. You know what I mean? So it just kept happening. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to bring that up and ask him what's going on. Now, mind you, of course my little cousin didn't know about me and this guy because I don't really share a lot of my relationships with him. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with trust. I just don't share a lot of my relationship situations with him. So he didn't know that I was even dealing with him. So, you know, the day before I left to go to Chicago, he texted me. And he asked me for some money, and I was like, well, you know, I don't have it, which I didn't. You know, I was still saving up for Chicago. And well, I had the money. I had more than enough money, but I was trying to save it for Chicago. And I said, well, I don't have it because I'm trying to go to Chicago tomorrow. And he was like, okay. And then we got to talking. And so I was like, you sure been liking a lot of my ex's stuff lately? And he was like, who is your ex? So I screenshot it and I sent him the post that he was liking. He was like, oh my God, are you serious? How long were y'all dating? You know, blah, blah, blah. And I explained the situation to him. And he was like, but I really, really like him. So once he said that, I kind of felt some kind of way. Because for me, it's like this. It doesn't matter how much I like somebody. If I find out that like if I'm talking to you and I find out down the line that you have dated my cousin, smashed my cousin, did anything with my family member, I'm going to cut you loose. Not because I don't fucking like you, but because out of loyalty to my family, because my family come first, I'm gonna cut you off. Like, we ain't got to stop being cool, we ain't got to stop talking to each other, but as far as being in a relationship of smashing, fooling around, that can't happen out of respect for my family. Maybe that's because I'm a loyal motherfucker and that's just what I do. I'm a loyal motherfucker. Can't nobody say that I'm not loyal. It don't matter. Even if I'm there or not, I'm a loyal motherfucker. You can have an event and I might not even be there, but you know I'm supporting it. Bottom line. That's the type of shit I do. Just like with Justin's event, I wasn't there because I couldn't be, but at the end of the day, I supported it and promoted the hell out of it just because I'm a loyal ass motherfucker. With all this stuff surrounding him right now, I haven't spoken on it not one time. Out of loyalty and respect to him and Adrian, I would never speak on it on my channel. I won't even entertain it. That's the type of loyalty that I got to them too. So that goes back to my cousin. If I found out that if I was talking to somebody and I found out they was talking to him, I'd stop talking to them in a heartbeat. Out of respect and loyalty to him. So then I was like, well, first of all, I don't like it. I never approve of it and I never accept it. But at the end of the day, that decision is on you, on how you want to handle it. If you feel like you need to keep talking to him, that's on you. But you can't expect the relationship to be the same. It won't be the same. He said he was going to talk to him, and I'm like, talk to him for what? To let him know that you're my cousin so he won't be on no bullshit. So I'm like, what bullshit would he be on? I mean, at the end of the day, you know, bitch, he used to fuck your cousin. So my thing is, why would you even consider still being involved with someone that used to smash your cousin? You know what I mean? So I left it alone. But later on that night when I got off of work, I texted him and I was like, you know, call me so we can discuss it. He never texted me back. He never called. So while I was in Chicago, he texted me, but it wasn't even about what I asked him to call me about. It was about the family barbecue that we having this Sunday. That I will be Snapchatting and everything. Might just post it on YouTube and everything so y'all can see my crazy ass family. But yeah, he texted me about the barbecue. I didn't say anything about the situation then because it was like, you know what, I'm not gonna ruin my trip with this bullshit, so let me just continue and keep it moving and have fun. So I came back from Chicago, broke as a motherfucker. I left there with so much money I left Mississippi with so much money and only came back with 18 motherfucking dollars. I had to ask my mama, had to call up my mama like, mama, can you Western Union me like $75 so I can get back home? I went overboard in Chicago. But I came back. The guy that my ex, you know what I'm saying, he hit me up and he was like, we should go on a trip to Florida. You and our other, you know, my other friend that we have in common. We should go to Florida. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you talking to my cousin and my cousin knowing that you my ex and you're still contacting me, which I've inform my cousin that this man is still contacting me, like we still keep in touch, you know, even though I talk to somebody else at this point in time, you know what I mean, we're not necessarily serious or not necessarily in a relationship either. We, you know, we cool in it, we're not going steady, but this man still keeps in contact with me. This man be in my inbox, this man calls me, this man messages me whenever he's in my city, he messages me, you know, we still got that bond, you know what I mean? Like I just made a video about this motherfucker not too long ago about him being my situationship, you know what I mean? So that's just what it is. So I let it be known that we were still in contact, but you know, I haven't said nothing about it because I don't want to sound like a hater and I don't want to sound like I'm blocking. But at the end of the day, this man is still contacting me, which I've already let it be known that he was. So then after that, I guess like a few days ago, my cousin texted me being all hysterical, asking me when was the last time I talked to this man. And I told him when I came back from Chicago. So then he said, can you call him for me? And I'm like, what the because he's not answering my calls, he's not texting me, and I need for you to call him for me. I did not call him. And I feel like that was very disrespectful for him to ask something like that of me. Why the fuck would you ask me to call this man? Knowing that we used to sleep with each other, knowing we used to talk to, knowing that we used to talk, knowing that we dated, you know what I mean? Knowing what the situation is, knowing I don't like the situation that you even in, you gonna ask me to contact him for you. There's blatant disrespect. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Don't ask me to call him. I didn't do it. And I was like, what if he didn't call, if he didn't answer your call, what make you think he gonna answer mine? And then I just straight up told him, I said, it's very disrespectful that you even asked me to call this man knowing what the situation is. And my thing about it is, you can talk to me about anything. But one thing you can't talk to me about is him. You know what I mean? You are not allowed to speak of him around me. You know what I mean? And I just felt some kind of way about that. And all he could say was, I understand, not giving a fuck about my feelings. You know what I'm saying? You're posting pictures of this man on Facebook. You're making status after status about this man on Facebook. You know what I mean? But then you want to come crying to me when he not answering your call. So I just played it cool. I said what I had to say to him. I did not snap on him. As you can see, I'm growing. I did not cuss him out. Didn't threaten to fight him or nothing. I let it go. Because at the end of the day, when he leaves, family's always going to be there. You know what I mean? Because we're still going to be cousins. But I can't see myself extending myself the way that I used to. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not that I want this man, but I feel like it's like a G code thing. Like, why would I want to go behind my family? And why would you want to go behind your family? You know what I mean? I just feel like that's a G code violation. I mean, that's a street code for me. You know what I mean? And I just don't appreciate it. So I'm at a crossroads with it, because as much as I'm mad with my cousin right now, I love my cousin to death, because it's my little cousin. I treated him like he was my little brother. But for him to be going and dating and probably messing around with my leftovers that still contacted me blows me. You know what I mean? And I just can't see myself extending myself to him, extending my hand to him, my money, my food, my anything to him. I can't see myself extending myself as much as I was anymore, due to the fact that he did that. You know what I mean? So what do y'all think I should do? Do y'all think I should keep my distance from my cousin? Or do you think I should still treat him the same? You know, as far as extending myself, being there for him, giving him advice, you know, doing whatever I can for him, despite what he did. Because right now, I'm very pissed, and I don't know how to handle it. So what do you all think? And this is probably the last video of the week. Y'all got a lot of videos this week. You got The Rant, you got Love and Hip Hop, you got Black Ink Crew, you got The Haves and Have Nots, you got Big Brother, and this is the 6th video. Lord knows I was on the road this week. But all I've been going through this week, this has been a long week of videos. But that's all I gotta say, y'all. Leave y'all comments below. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.